Chapter 2 Night of the Full Moon. July 13th, 2003. A quiet and hot Sunday night. 11 o'clock news was over, but it was still hot enough for fans to be on. Sky clear. Moon brighter than the streetlights. Full moon, and the sky speckled with stars. To the east, the sky was black. To the west, the sky above the horizon only darkened to a dusky blue because of the lights from the city, so the stars were harder to see on that side. There was some light traffic on the nearby main thoroughfare, 5 Mile Line Road, but things were quiet on Pennicott Circle. Although some of the residents of the street were still up watching television, most had retired for the night. After a summer weekend, folks were going to bed early, getting ready to return to work the following day. Some neighbors were away altogether during July and August, living in summer homes. The street of Pennicott Circle started and ended on the main road, forming a semicircle. All the action that night was in front of the 2-story colonial-style white with black trim clapboard house at the corner of Pennicott and 5 Mile Line. The front of the house faced north, toward the entrance to the tract. The east side faced 5 Mile Line Road. The west side consisted of the garage and the driveway, which led to the road where Pennicott Circle had just about completed its lap. Behind the house was a large lawn with a well-tended garden. Since the backyard was at basement level, a wooden deck and stairs had been built so that one could get directly from the yard to the main floor through a set of sliding glass doors. On the other side of those doors was the kitchen. The backyard was enclosed on all sides by a 6-foot-tall wooden plank fence, contoured into a wavy curve at the top. The front door had a small concrete stoop in front of it, but there was no sidewalk leading to that door. In times of mud or snow, it was bothersome to enter the house that way, so the garage functioned as the front door for much of the year, although not so much in July. There were pine trees along the front of the house for privacy. On either side of the front stoop was a row of flowers to decorate the base of the house. It looked like an idyllic spot. From the outside there were small indications of neglect, however. The outside glass front door was still decorated with sprayed-on artificial snow left over from Christmas. There were finger smears going through it. Neighbors had heard a commotion on the street earlier in the evening, a lot of yelling, but no one could really be sure from which house it had come. The commotion had died down hours before. Everything was quiet now. Sometime between 11 and 12 o'clock that night, a deep pink Monte Carlo pulled off the main road onto the circle and pulled into the driveway of number 2. Driving the car was a tiny young female, 80 pounds tops, in her early 20s. She had dirty blonde hair pulled back into a ponytail. She was disheveled, not a relaxed muscle in her body, a rubber band stretched and ready to snap. Her eyes were wide and her face was bruised. The guy sitting next to her in the shotgun seat had recently smacked her around. He was in his early 20s. Recently out of the service on a medical discharge, he still had closely cropped hair. He was wearing a black T-shirt with a decal of a dragon ironed onto it under a leather jacket. Across his lap was a .22 Marlin Glenfield rifle, with the initials CG burned into the stock with a wood-burning set. The rifle belonged to the young woman behind the wheel, a gift from her father. All indications were that things were quiet inside the house. The children, 2 small boys, were upstairs in bed, asleep. The wife, as was her habit of late, had unfolded the downstairs couch and had gone to sleep in the living room. The husband was awake in bed, reading a Tom Clancy thriller. Only seconds after midnight, 911 operator Jacqueline Sanabria took her first call of Monday, July 14th. She said 911 center. Kevin Bryant. 911, there's been a shooting and someone is, been shot. My wife has been shot. I heard someone screaming. Jesus Christ, there's blood all over the place. Your wife has been shot? Yes. Who shot your wife? Sanabria asked. I don't know. I didn't see anybody, Kevin replied.